Before the dawn of empires, before the written word immortalized our existence, there was a story whispered in the winds of the ancient world. A tale of a man whose wisdom transcended the ages, whose name became synonymous with survival against the greatest of odds.
This is the story of Atra-Hasis, a legend carved in stone and memory, a narrative that has shaped the very bedrock of our history.
Join us as we embark on this timeless odyssey, where myth meets reality and the past breathes life into the present.
Welcome to the Epic of Atra-Hasis.
Imagine a time when gods walked among us, when the whispers of the ancient world were as loud as thunder, and the fate of humanity hung by a thread. This is the story of Atrahasis, a tale etched in the clay of history, a saga of survival against divine odds.
A story from the cradle of civilization, right?
Precisely, Olivia. Our journey takes us back to the 18th century BC, to the heart of Mesopotamia. Here, amidst the Fertile Crescent, where the Tigris and Euphrates cradle life, the Epic of Atra-Hasis unfolds.
Atra-Hasis. That means exceedingly wise, doesn't it?
You're spot on. Atrahasis was not just wise. He was a beacon of hope in a time of despair. The gods, they say, had grown weary of their creations. The noise, the chaos, the ceaseless toil, it was all too much.
So, what did they do?
They decided to send a great flood, one that would cleanse the earth of its burdensome inhabitants. But Enki, the god of water and wisdom, had other plans. He chose Atrahasis for a mission of utmost secrecy and importance.
A mission?
Yes, to build an ark, a vessel that would carry the seeds of the future, two of every kind of animal, and a select few humans, including our exceedingly wise hero.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Indeed, it does. Many stories have been told of great floods, but the tale of Atrahasis is where they all begin. It's the archetype, the original narrative that has echoed through time.
And let me guess, this flood, it wasn't just a sprinkle?
Far from it. It was a deluge so powerful that even the gods feared for their own existence. The waters rose, and with them, the fate of the world was set adrift.
Atrahasis, the man who sailed through history.
Exactly. And as we set sail on this story, remember, history is not just about the past. It's a whisper that can shape the future. As the skies darkened and the first drops of rain began to fall, Atrahasis worked feverishly. The ark, a colossal structure of reeds and pitch, stood as a testament to Enki's warning and Atrahasis's resolve.
That's quite the undertaking. How did he manage all that?
With divine guidance and a bit of ancient ingenuity. The ark was not just a boat. It was a lifeline, a floating sanctuary designed to withstand the wrath of the gods.
And the animals? How did they come into play?
The creatures of the earth, sky, and sea. They came in pairs, drawn by a force unseen, a call that resonated with the very essence of life. Atrahasis welcomed them aboard, each species a vital thread in the tapestry of creation.
A veritable floating zoo.
Indeed, but it was more than that. It was a symbol of hope, a promise that life would go on, no matter the storm's fury.
So, they set sail?
They did. As the heavens opened and the floodgates unleashed their torrent, Atrahasis's ark became the world's sole beacon of survival. For 40 days and 40 nights, the waters rose, submerging mountains, valleys, and cities alike.
40 days? That's an ordeal.
A trial by water, you could say, but through it all, Atrahasis remained steadfast. He had to, for the sake of all on board and the future they carried.
A burden and a privilege.
Exactly. And when the waters finally receded, the ark came to rest upon a mountain peak, a new beginning in a world reborn.
The first to witness a fresh start.
Yes, and with it, the responsibility to rebuild, to learn from the past and forge a better tomorrow. With the first rays of sunlight piercing through the clouds, Atrahasis opened the ark's hatch. The world that greeted him was a canvas of silence, an untouched expanse waiting for the artist's touch.
A blank slate.
Exactly. It was time to rebuild, to plant the seeds of civilization once more. Atrahasis and his companions set about this monumental task with vigor, for they were the architects of the future.
But where did they start? After such devastation, how could they begin again?
They started with the essentials: shelter, food, community. Atrahasis knew that survival depended on unity, on the shared strength of those who had weathered the storm together.
Strength in numbers.
Indeed, they planted crops, domesticated animals, and established laws. From the ruins, cities began to rise, centers of learning and culture that would stand as beacons of progress.
And Atrahasis, what became of him?
Atrahasis became a leader, a teacher. He shared his wisdom, the lessons learned from the flood, and the importance of living in harmony with the gods and nature.
A wise man for a new age.
Precisely, and as the years passed, the story of the Great Flood and the Ark became a legend, a myth that would inspire countless generations.
A myth that lives on to this day.
Yes, a story of hope, resilience, and the indomitable spirit of humanity. A reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always a dawn waiting on the horizon.
A new beginning for all.
And that, Olivia, is the legacy of Atrahasis. Not just a survivor, but a beacon of hope for all of us. As the descendants of Atrahasis multiplied, the echoes of his wisdom resonated through the ages. The Ark, once a vessel of survival, became a symbol of new beginnings, a reminder that from the greatest challenges arise the most profound triumphs.
His legacy, then, is one of rebirth.
Indeed, Atrahasis' story is a testament to the enduring human spirit, to our capacity to overcome and to thrive in the face of adversity.
It's a narrative that transcends time, isn't it?
Absolutely. The Epic of Atrahasis has been told and retold, its themes woven into the fabric of our collective consciousness. It's a narrative that inspires, that teaches us about the power of foresight, preparation, and compassion.
Compassion for others, for the world, for the future.
Precisely. Atrahasis didn't just save lives. He preserved a future where humanity could flourish. His actions remind us that we are all custodians of this world, responsible for its care and for the legacy we leave behind.
A responsibility that continues to this day.
Yes, and as we navigate the complexities of our own era, the story of Atrahasis serves as a beacon, guiding us towards a path of sustainability and coexistence.
A guiding light from the past, illuminating our way forward.
And so, as we bring our tale to a close, let us carry with us the lessons of Atrahasis. Let us be wise in our choices, brave in our actions, and hopeful in our outlook.
For in every ending, there is a new beginning, just waiting to be written.
Exactly, Olivia. And with that, we bid farewell to the ancient world of Atrahasis, carrying its whispers into the future, where they will continue to inspire and guide generations to come.